Sports on ABC6.
Today, Mississippi Valley reunited on the turf. There were a lot of familiar faces out there and also many new faces. The new recruits got a taste of Delta Devils football. The guys started day one, not in full uniforms, but it was competitive. They moved around a lot and practiced like they had lots to prove, trying to see where they fit in as far as the depth chart goes. Coach says he's pleased with day one, and the one thing that I did notice was the size difference in their offensive and defensive line.
Coach Commons, you want to make sure that we went out and got some linemen to really, make sure that we're very competitive. And you can't do anything without a line, offense or defensive line. So the coaches did an excellent job of going out and recruiting. And there's a lot of guys in here, and there's a lot to prove. So these guys just kind of see what these guys are going to do. You can't really do anything until the pads really go on. But for the most part, the guys look real good, with the uniforms on. But when the pads go on, we get a chance to see separate the men from the boys, so to speak.
And moving to Oxford, Coach Free spoke out today about his team being mentally tough throughout fall camp, despite the bumps and the bruises along the way. And when I say bumps and bruises, I do mean that literally. A few of the players practiced in shorts today due to some non-serious injuries.
I challenge the kids today after practice, man, just, make your mind up that you're going to make it through the tough stuff. And if at all possible, get your pads on and get out there with your team. That's part of what every team goes through in this time of year. And the teams that want to go from good to great, they embrace the toughness of fall camp. And so I know there's a fine line there, and certainly we want to get to game one healthy, and we'll take those precautions, but we got to continue to be a tough-minded football team.
Today, the top 5 rankings for tight ends in the SEC came out, and 4 out of the 5 you were probably a fan of yourself. Let's start out with number 4. Malcolm Johnson from Mississippi State, someone Dak Prescott can really rely on. He's caught 30 balls for 391 yards and is planning on some big numbers this fall. I know you Mississippi State fans remember that pass. Number 3, the Razorbacks' Hunter Henry, a member of the All-SEC freshman squad. Last season, Henry was the top returning tight end based on the production in the conference after 28 catches. Side note, he picked up a first down on nearly 80% of his receptions last fall. Number 2, the Rebels' Evan Ingram. Ingram is a tight end and a wide receiver's body at 6'3", 217 pounds. He was on his way to All-SEC campaign as a true freshman with 20 catches for 265 yards and 3 touchdowns. And your number 1 pick, O.J. Howard from Alabama. There isn't really much that this sophomore can't do. He averaged the team's best yards per catch as a freshman at just over 19 yards. Dakota Prescott, Las Vegas has moved him up in their Heisman Trophy odds list. Bovada is an online sporting betting agency, and they list the Mississippi State quarterback at 50-1 odds to win this year's Heisman. Back in January, Dakota wasn't even on the board, so it looks like some people in Vegas are having a change of heart.